Yeah. Hey JB, I'ma do this whole song with my pinky finger in the air, nigga.
Back in my game, clock in my grip, talking shit, swallow and spit, cause I'm cold.
And we're live, New to Man Show with JBFRANK, aka the Black CNN. The revolution will be televised. I'm New to Man, I'm the rapper, the writer, the revolutionary, the righteous wretched. Mel.
What's up? This your girl So Mellow. I'm not. We're still working on my tagline. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to them. Please leave them in the comments. We're gonna fight.
I thought she was brown as fuck.
No, that's not gonna work.
I thought she was Harriet Tubman.
Oh God.
You know what?
Anyway, y'all, I'm JBFRANK. Nerds with attitude, NWA, gangsta geeks.
Yes, JB.
What's good, y'all? How you doing tonight?
Man, it's been I'm good. I'm ready to get into this show. We got a lot to talk about.
Well, we got to give a shout out to Pandora Alexis, who is busy out changing the world, doing amazing
things and stuff.
Got to give a shout out to her. She couldn't be with us this evening.
Yeah, but we definitely gonna hold it down for her. We're going to break down a lot of these topics. I know certain things she would love to talk about. Certain things I got to say something about. I don't know what's up with Jeffrey. We'll get into that. But how you doing, man? You good today?
I'm great.
JB, how you feeling today?
Great.
I'm real good. Real good.
All right. Y'all ready for our what the fuck story of the day?
Let's do this.
The what the fuck story of today. Y'all man Jeffrey. The youngest Thugger released his album called Jeffrey. It was interesting because every CD, every song title is the name of an artist he admires. So there's a song called Wyclef, a song called Kanye West, there's a song called Harambe.
Wait.
I think Harambe is the gorilla.
It is.
He admires.
Okay. All right.
He takes boys. Isn't that what the gorilla did? He took the boy, he got him wet. I'm just saying.
That is so bad.
I'm just trying to make sense of it, JB. I'm trying to figure it out, man. I don't know.
Y'all see the images up there. It's.
That's my favorite one. You know, and shout out to the internet for always winning. I don't mean that like, oh, I really like it, but you know, the memes.
The memes were crazy, you know.
The memes have been relentless, and I just thank you, internet, for providing hours of entertainment.
They got Young Jock too. It's a what the fuck story today, and I'm looking at it because I don't understand why he's dressed that way. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? He had made a comment in an interview before about he views himself as a prince, so he dresses like a prince would dress, and I was like. Maybe. No. I'm not sure.
No.
What princes on earth do you know ever?
Prince Roger Nelson. That's the only one. Rest in peace.
Didn't go that far.
Like, but you know why this is happening? You know why this is happening? And I'm glad we in Atlanta, live from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm telling you why this is happening. Because when Andre 3000 was wearing wigs and dresses, nobody said nothing but me. He wore wigs and dresses. I'm telling you what.
Because Erica definitely commented on that. Like,
he wore dresses. And I don't mean the kilt. I mean before the kilt, he was wearing dresses. But and I was like, you like Outkast? I was like, nah. What? You don't like Outkast? Andre 3000 best rap ever. I'm like,
it's still weird.
Don't come for
him.
See?
So don't go for Jeffrey. Let Jeffrey wear his car wash dress.
You know what the difference is?
You like one and you don't like the other one?
Andre 3000 doesn't make gay comments in his music.
I listen to the CD
I don't know
because you made.
I don't know if you remember the Best Friend video. Have you seen the Best Friend video?
Best friend.
Yeah. Have you seen it slow down? Because when the video starts off, there's a girl sitting on top of him in the room. Well, she's like, she's sitting on top of him. He's laying on the bed. When she turns around, the girl is his face. It's a girl's body in his face. Yes. Wow. Y'all ain't peep that. Oh, yeah. Go back and watch that Best Friend video.
I'm good on that. I'll take your word for it. You had me listening to the CD. I did hear one of the songs in the CD said, if you let me write your raps, if you let me fuck you again, I'll write your next rap. I'm like,
Huh?
who is he talking to? Baby got an album coming out?
Oh no.
But people are talking to us that say Andre 3000 didn't have a questionable personal lifestyle and lyrics. Okay, that's true.
Exactly.
Andre Benjamin, Lizzie Wright is getting like, you better not talk about
Do
Andre.
not come for him.
Andre wore football pants, a hula with eyeshadow, and I don't know what else he had on. But it was some crazy looking stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Young Thug City is actually decent though. I listened to it one time about more because she made me one time, and it was
How did I make you?
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a dress and a parasol. That's almost Victorian. Like, why does he look so happy to be wearing that, young? Why they got a picture of him doing like the Miss Seeley photo from The Color Purple, young? When she looking up at the sky, grinning and shit with her black ass face. Like, what is he doing, young?
No,
Like, it's just all bad.
all bad, but it's controversial, and we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that the goal of it? You want us to talk
accomplished.
about it? Right. But I will say this, shout out to everybody watching on Ustream that gets to see all the visuals and the videos and the, right above mail here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching on Facebook Live, the link to watch us on Ustream so that you can see the pictures and the video right there is in the description where we're commenting. So I would encourage you to go there and watch it, but you're more than welcome to sit right there on Facebook Live. Whatever suits you. Now let's get into our top 5 stories of the day. Thumbs up, thumbs down, in the middle finger, however you see it. We'll start with JB's favorite person in the world.
He's my favorite person in the world now?
So with JB, homie. Him and JB
He's
go
my
way back.
homie.
Him and JB go way back.
Word.
Spades together back in the day.
Word.
Donald Trump. He's now appealing to the black voters.
No, he's not appealing to the black voters.
He's making an appeal.
He's an
to
attempt.
He's making an attempt to appeal to African American voters, Latino voters, disenfranchised voters. And basically, his thing is, what's the worst that can happen? How could it possibly get worse? But he's still making some mistakes along the way. He's doing this in front of his majority white crowds, calling Hillary Clinton a bigot. Yeah, she probably is, but it's not. It's the pot calling the kettle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird.
Especially since he's made so many outrageous comments already that are clearly racist. Like, really? I mean, we know Hillary has some bigot tendencies, you know what I'm saying? But you, sir, have been so outright with it in your statements. So, pot and kettle. Hello.
Well, and the weird thing is that he honestly is deluded enough to believe that because he specifically has not targeted black people with his racist commentary, that he can now make an appeal to us. Like, and black media has just been all over this, all over CNN. They have just been like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But part of what they've been saying is like, he really thinks it's okay to call out, Muslims and people of Arabic descent and people of Latino descent in terms of immigration and whatnot, and then turn around and be like, black people, come on, like it's us against them. Like that shit is really going to work. Like that's the part that's amazing to me, y'all.
He said to all of my African American, viewers right now, I'm gonna make it so that you can walk down your streets without worrying about getting shot.
Word, son.
I think you offended me when you. I think I'm offended by that. What?
Yeah.
That's your man, JB. Him and JB go back to the 80s, man.
Really?
I'm just saying,
You put that on me, young? Like,
I blame somebody for this, JB. I'm like,
man, that's awful, man. That's awful. He's awful. He's got a lot of weird Republican politicians, black ones, actually supporting him, which is crazy. It's a crazy election, y'all. People are really, really disillusioned by what's going on right now.
Yeah, and something that has me disillusioned, I just really just can't believe what's going on overseas right now. As we take a look at how the French are behaving and treating our sisters, my Muslim sisters that are at the beach, taking to enjoy themselves, get a little sun, be respectful. they're showing up in with pepper spraying weaponry, demanding they take their bikinis off, which are like Islamic garb, like the dress or shirt, whatever, what have you. And they're demanding that they take them off, and they're even going not poolside, I guess oceanside, riverside, seaside, whatever, and waiting for them to come out of the water to force them to take off their hijabs, which is the head wraps. And they're just like with guns drawn, like, nah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna dress like that on this
Yeah.
beach. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, yeah.
This racism it has found its way into their legal system too, because there's actually like ordinances that prohibit wearing, bikinis and hijabs on beaches. And the amazing thing is that they say because they don't want to cause a public offense. And I'm just like what, what, what are you talking about?
I feel bad for Muslims, like for people who, are super religious Muslims, especially women, who wear the hijabs. Like they're just constantly throughout the world, under the public eye. Like people are just fearing them all because of these extremists. They're making the entire religion look bad, and it's so sad. And I'm like, if people really took the time to look at their look at how they're treating people and understand that there are religious extremists in every religion. Because if we're realistic here in America, a lot of these crimes, these acts of terrorism are done by white men, and a lot of them are Christian. So, I mean, if we're really going to talk about that, it just sucks,
Yeah.
People practicing religion can't practice it freely.
It's a scary thing because next it'll be you can't wear that, and I don't wear a hoodie, but I can't wear a hood.
If I went to the airport like this, I might get stopped and they probably make me take it off and look through it. That's happened to me before in the airport.
This is
And I'm not even
France.
looking.
You guys pray for France, pray for Paris, right? Okay.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. They're getting way more attacks than we are from Islamic extremists too. But I mean, if you look at this type of shit, you can kind of understand why. I hate to put that kind of thing out there, but
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
both people are acting like assholes right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around that. This is really, really bad behavior.
Yeah, and do you want to say what is? Speaking of really, really bad behavior.
Oh no! Yeah.
The Clintons.
They live in bad behavior.
Well, these are your favorite people. You want to break down what the Clintons are doing now?
They live in life of scandals.
House of Cards.
Yeah, the Underwoods.
Right, the real live Underwoods.
Yeah.
So, you want to break it down? Should I break it down? How we gonna do it?
You got it.
So Hillary Clinton is now running her campaign saying that she's not going to be taking money for these not-for-profit school institutions, and she's made this powerful statement. And this is what she's running on. And all the while, Bill Clinton is pocketed $17.6 million
Right.
From these same institutions. So it's kind of like a sleight of hand. It's like, where's the marble? Which cup is the marble in? Because they're moving it around so fast. Your thoughts, JB?
This is such a bad look. But honestly, I think you actually coined it best earlier, New, when you said that they are quintessential politicians.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are slick. They get their hands dirty for sure. They are grimy. Unfortunately, New, they tend not to fuck up while they're in office. It just is what it is. Like, and you gotta look at that. I mean, especially now, today, given everything that's going on and given what problems we have to deal with right now. Unfortunately, I'm in a position where, maybe in a different year, I would choose differently. I certainly chose differently 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I had this same choice 8 years ago, and I chose differently then because I had a better option. Today, I don't. So this is horrible, but I still don't have a better option. Like, listen to what I'm saying. We still don't have a better option. You know what I'm saying?
And even in the Democratic states, they'll have Hillary Clinton at 60%. They'll have the Green Party, Roberson at like 12%, Donald Trump like 7%, Jill Stein like 1%. So it's no other viable option, unfortunately. I was really confused that Jill Stein's numbers were so low.
Mhm.
She's in fourth place
Mm-hmm.
consistently
Mm-hmm.
in the Democratic states. I'm like,
Mhm.
what the hell? No,
She doesn't stand a chance.
yeah, she doesn't stand a chance. She's going to come in 4th.
Mm-hmm.
In this
So it's
election.
like you can't even waste your time splitting that vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
You
totally
can't.
unrealistic that she would win.
Yeah, and you literally are just taking 5% away from the Clinton campaign,
Mm-hmm.
which might be the margin.
Mm-hmm.
Like it might be like
Yeah.
that is the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sadly, it is the lesser of two evils, but you know, it is what it is. Her entire campaign though has been really with scandal. So this has been going on since before she even decided to run for office. There's been
something
you know,
going on nonstop.
one scandal after another. This is what the Clintons do. They're constantly churning. They have to have somebody who's an Olivia Pope on their team who's like kind of sweeping this stuff under the rug, cleaning up all their messes.
That's where Pandora Alexis is this weekend, helping the Clintons cleaning stuff up. All right, so real quick, let's recap before we go into our last two things. So Trump appealing to black voters, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll give you middle finger.
Yes.
The French making the Muslim women remove their bikinis and hijabs, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs down. The Clintons' latest scandal is just another one, thumbs up, thumbs down, and thumbs down. And then we have Kanye West has free reign at the MTV Video Music Awards, which air tonight. He can do whatever he wants to do
for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, you guys.
Young.
I want to know what y'all think he's gonna do.
Whatever the hell Kanye West wants to do. They're speculating that he could take a lot longer than his time allotment. So with Kanye, you just never know what to expect. He's so artistically out there.
I see Taylor Swift being involved
in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I see everything. I see it being like a little mini show.
Yeah.
I see it literally being all of the above. I see it having comedy, political commentary, Ye having one of his Jesus moments where he dances around the stage with a choir or, some craziness or something, and him making a speech at the end. Like, I see it all.
Walking off saying Yeezy 2020.
And it comes on immediately following the show. So as soon as we're done, you can
Absolutely.
go from our broadcast to MTV and see it. Not before. And last but not least, Nike has put out a new ad. I guess it's a female empowerment ad, but it features some of our beautiful queens, the Simones, Gabby, Serena. I don't even know all the Latina ladies that are in it. I can't name them, but it was a beautiful, colorful steel women who are champions. And I just want to get it. Yeah. So shout out to Nike. They always do that. They come through.
It was moving.
A lot of black girl magic in there.
Yeah.
It was moving. It really, really was powerful. They picked one of them gritty white rock women to sing the song and had them all. Yeah, they had like the black girl Rocky music going.
Yeah,
I dug it.
yeah.
I dug it. It was a good one. So y'all, what do y'all say? Okay, so we got Kanye at the VMAs. I mean, what is this? A thumbs up? Thumbs down?
It definitely thumbs up. I'm interested to see.
Yeah, me too. And I mean, Nike recognized a black girl.
I get a thumbs up, a salute,
Yeah.
a church fist
A
bump.
round of applause. Like, it was wonderful.
Great job.
Wonderful.
Let's get into some music, JB.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching on Facebook Live, this is the perfect opportunity to go to Ustream and watch this video. This is Jay-Z, Future, DJ Khaled. I got the keys. I got the keys. So we'll be back in a minute. If you're watching on Facebook Live, we'll probably be gone. If you go into the Ustream, you can watch the video. We'll see you guys back in about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
The Man Show with JBFRANK, Melanie Dion, the Harriet Thugman is in the building.
There we go.
No. Welcome back. New to Man Show with JB FRANK, aka the Black Singing In. The revolution will be televised. Um, our big story today in the Can You Hear Me Now segment is Colin Kaepernick.
Clap it up for Cap.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Yeah, for real.
So last Friday's exhibition game, he did not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem. When questioned by Steve White, an African American reporter for the NFL, he responded very eloquently that I'm not going to stand and pledge allegiance to a flag for a nation that oppresses blacks and people of color, where they're being murdered. And the worst thing that happens is they go on administrative leave and pay. I'm not going to support that.
Right.
And I don't care if I lose endorsements. I don't care if I get kicked out of the NFL. I will know that I stood up for people who couldn't stand up for themselves, right? People, and it is what it is after that.
Indeed.
Brave motherfucker.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And people are pissed off with him, you know, and I've seen people commenting, oh, well, he grew up in a white household, and he's biracial. I'm like, yes. What does that have to do with anything, though? Like, him growing up in a white household has nothing to do with him being conscious enough to understand what's going on right now in the community, in the African American community. So, no, please don't even try to bring that into the conversation. Like, at the end of the day, we are being murdered and slaughtered in the street. And that was his way of protesting. It's very hard as an NFL player to make a protest in the first place. So that was his way of doing it. And I appreciate that from him.
Yeah, I don't know how the dude grew up. I don't know how he was raised, black or white, or what was going on in their household or whatever. But I mean, he's a step away from this. Like, he's an NFL athlete. He's a millionaire. He lives in rich neighborhoods. He's around rich people. I always applaud individuals like him who can see things like this and speak out on it. Like, black, white, yellow, red, green. Like, if Black Lives Matter to you, then you have my respect. Because let's keep it 100, y'all. Our country is doing its level best to hide this from us, except for when they can, except for when there's backlash, except for when cops die because of something being involved. That's when you hear about it. That's when it's all over the news. You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect him for being aware of it and for raising awareness of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And I think he gets an award today too, JB.
Yeah. I mean, we got to give it to him. Got to give Colin our Grind and Shine award this week, young. Like, he was the man for this, harkening back to what Kareem and
Brown,
man, Muhammad Ali, man. The way they spoke out against the Vietnam War back in those days.
And when you look at what LeBron is doing with Carmelo Anthony,
yes,
and Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul, and he's taking the cue. And I want to shout out to Amari Stoudemire. He was the first one that I saw say, we as athletes need to step up and do something. He's a former New York Knick. I'm pretty sure him and Carmelo were cool. He was the first one to say, he did a viral video, I'm going to stand up for our people. We got to do something. And Ray Lewis has said things. Sometimes Ray Lewis gets distracted by his own rhetoric. I don't know. He's confusing.
Get to preaching.
And then he starts talking about Kool-Aid. So he's getting lost. He does. I'm like, you had me, Ray, until you said that. And then you got, like I said, the 4 NBA players led by Carmelo and LeBron. And now Cap is doing it in the NFL. And hopefully more players will follow suit. Shout out to Richard Sherman. Because he's been pretty vocal.
Now, Richard Sherman definitely deserves a shout out, especially considering what we discussed last week about what's going on in the NFL. Like, the NFL athletes, aside from Cap, have been noticeably silent. They are the evil empire, though. Like, we all love the sport, but they don't get it twisted. Like, they are the evil empire.
Now, I want to take this into a different angle because Colin has been getting death threats. He's been called every N-word you can imagine. They've been talking about he should be kicked out of the league. He's un-American. He's not an American. I don't, rich niggers talking about this stuff. We didn't grow up black anyway. and all of this attack. Now this is what he's subjecting himself to. He could have said nothing. He could have stood and just said, and nobody, no trouble, no harassment, no threat of losing his job, none of that. He said, I'm willing to risk it all. I want people to really grasp that because it's so much easier to go, I ain't messing up. Think about you with your job. When something really bad goes down, are you going to put your job on the line? Or you going to say, I'm going to go on Facebook and talk about it? Like, what you really going to do?
Well, I'd like to
Colin
add to
has
that.
jumped into the fire.
Right.
Like both feet. Like, I'm in it.
Well, just to add context to what you need, what you're saying in terms of the fire, like by the media, and again, that's why I stress the media. Black Lives Matter is being portrayed as a terrorist organization. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Like, again, I spend a lot of time in Texas now because of the work I'm doing. Like on talk radio in Texas, they are calling Black Lives Matter a terrorist organization. Saying those three words together in certain places in the country means that you are aligning yourself with like ISIS. Like, I kid you not. It is the stupidest, scariest thing I've ever seen. So that risk that you're talking about is bigger than, you know, a little tiny thing. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than that.
So I want to salute him. I want to encourage more athletes to do it. We do it every week. We're going to continue to do it every week. I want to see more athletes doing it. Mel, yes, I'm going to add.
I was just thinking about the New York Giants and their alleged response to it, you know, and they had all the players and the people from their personnel and coaching staff and whatnot standing on the sidelines when they played the national anthem.
Unity, just everybody standing.
Yeah, just everybody there. You know, yeah, you know, and it's just like, y'all just don't get it. But I would love to see more NFL players, black, white, or otherwise. You know, kind of if they want to take that same approach to protesting, I salute it. You know what I'm saying? Especially since it's not something that they can punish you for. So yes, it's encouraged that they want you to stand for it, but it's not against the rules to not stand. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to the 49ers for not bashing Colin, for not speaking out against him, not punishing him, and saying that, hey, he has freedom of religion, freedom of choice, and we're going to support his freedom of choice.
Yeah, the NFL said the same thing. I thought, you know, I personally, I would have preferred, you know, more of a positive nudge for what he's doing, but at the same time, I respect them kind of stepping back and saying like,
for them, that is a positive nudge.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to play out. Well, you know, because Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, formerly Chris Jackson, didn't do it. Didn't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I didn't do it in high school. In military school, ironically, I was in the color guard, which is like the people that handle the flag. I was in junior high school, so I was literally the flag guy. And then I became a 5% in military school. And then I was myself in military school. By the time I left military school, went to high school, I wasn't standing. The compromise we made was I would leave the auditorium during the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem. I would leave and I would come back in afterwards. So it wouldn't be such a visible demonstration. But people would see me leave, so they knew I was leaving. So I saluted. I mean, I've done it my entire life. As a child, I was doing it. But Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf wound up losing his job in the NBA. Craig Hodges, the shooter for the Bulls, that was doing all of his pro-black work, he wound up getting banned, shunned, blacklisted from the NBA. How do you guys think this is going to play out with Colin?
Honestly, I feel like Colin might be at the end of his career, so it's really not too much of a gamble there, because if he is at the end of his career, you know, this is a way to go out, you know.
He's not 28. No, he's had some years.
Yeah.
But he can come. I mean,
he's fighting for his job right now.
He really is. So, you know, this may not hurt him. I mean, I hope that there is no punishment, you know, that there are no repercussions that come from these actions. And because what I would love to see in a perfect world is that this would inspire other NFL players to, you know, protest in some way, shape, or form. So I feel like if there are no actions taken against him, then maybe it will. Maybe it will motivate them. But at the same time, if they're punished for it, then they may shut up. people want to keep their coins.
He's walking a thin line. I think as long as he keeps his rhetoric free of Black Lives Matter, and free of strong militant pro-blackness, he will be able to continue to speak out, and I don't think it'll have a negative impact on his career. I think though they'll be watching him very, very closely, and if he slips, it's going to be bad for him. I think so far he's done a good job. Like, this isn't new. Like, he's been doing this for a while now. I think he'll continue to do a good job, and I think this won't affect his career. I think he's got to get it together on the field, though.
Yeah, because he's trying to beat Blaine Gabbert.
Right.
No one should be trying to beat Blaine Gabbert. Like, I'm a better quarterback than Blaine Gabbert. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody should be trying to beat him. But shout out to Colin for making a statement. We're gonna go into some more music videos. You know, the Little Man Show with JB FRANK. We try to give you the best of world news, sports, politics, and pop culture. And we try to give you some of the hottest videos that are out right now. So we're going to go into our double take. This is we'll be back. So the price will be back to discuss sports. We'll be back to give out some awards. We still got to give out the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award.
Yes, indeed.
And we're going to give you a preview of the VMAs. And we'll do our final thoughts, our 60 seconds of what we got to say. So JB will give you his take on something. Bill will give you her take on something. And I'll give you my take on something. Right now. And we're back.
And we're back.
Little Man Show with JB FRANK, aka the Black CNN. The revolution
will
be
be
televised. Alright, and wrapping up a little bit. I guess at this point we want to get into Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award. And JB actually chose the recipient this week. Donald Trump decided to be nice and let someone else win it this week. JB, why don't you break down who won the award and why?
The French government, the French people, most importantly, the French police, for doing what they're doing right now. I mean, this is degradation on a scale that is just unimaginable. I mean, they're literally like stripping women down on the beach. Like that's literally what's going on. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I mean, it's horrible.
And they're justifying it by calling it the law. So since you decided to call it the law, we decided to tell you, well, to give you the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award. So shut up, stupid.
Shut up.
Just shut it.
Shut your mouth. Shut it.
Horrible. Yeah. Moving on.
Oh God. Man, this is something I don't really want to discuss. I'm not even gonna look at Greg's face out there in the audience while I talk about it. So I'll turn this way.
You're getting no better over
Oh
here.
yeah, well, I'll turn this way.
Just talk to the wall.
Tony Romo has been injured.
Done.
6
to 10 weeks.
Another back injury. You know, Tony, let me talk to you, Tony. I know you're watching this because you're not on the field right now, so I know you're watching.
You got a lot of free time.
Tony, I love you, man. You're probably my favorite player in the NFL. I feel like T.O. quarterback, man. Quarterback. But you're on a dangerous ground right now. This is like your third major back injury. We're not gonna talk about all the other little ones. This is your third major back injury. You're teetering on the line of not being able to walk or have sex when you're 50, 55, 60 years old. There comes a time when you go, I don't know if it's worth it, man. If these were ankle injuries, I'd still be like, man. If these were knee injuries, I'd still be like, man. But these are back injuries. If you ever had a back injury, you can't move when your back is hurt.
Which means he's getting shot up every game. Like, shot up. Like he's going into every game high in order to be able to do what he
He's
does
breaking
That would probably
bones.
in his back.
Yeah, in your back. Like, your backbone's kind of important, dog. Like, it's a little bit important to daily, everyday living. Driving a car, sitting in a chair. I got a mosquito bite on my back. I sit in the chair like this. You know what I'm saying? Imagine like a broken bone. Like, it affects when you sit up.
And he
lay
plays in a
down.
division that kills quarterbacks, young. That literally puts quarterbacks like ends careers forever. This is the NFC East, like,
Yeah.
and they be coming for that Bama.
And then the Cowboys, like, they definitely coming for him. They know he's vulnerable.
And
like, they gonna go up.
He's behind the best offensive line in football. They can't protect you. Tony, my man, let's see how the rehab goes. I think if he doesn't retire now, I hate to say this, but when the next injury happens, you need to go ahead and retire.
That next injury could inadvertently retire him.
That's true too. As far as my Cowboys, Dak is starting. Need to sign Michael Vick as a backup.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Michael Vick said he loved the way the starting him. Get him in there.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I mean, speaking of good ideas, bad ideas, let's talk about fantasy, man.
Gotta talk about fantasy football, baby.
Yeah.
All the drafts are happening next week and the week after. So we got 2 weeks of drafts coming up. I'm excited.
Well, let me ask y'all 2 main questions, first of all, if that's okay. All right. So first of all, we all play fantasy football.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Question number 1. Number 2, running back first, quarterback first, or wide receiver first?
See, initially I was thinking wide receivers first. You guys have me reconsidering my whole strategy. Conversation, because I see it from both sides, So I'm a little bit torn. I am not drafting a quarterback first. I can firmly say that I'm not drafting a quarterback first. I might do running back, receiver, defense.
Okay.
That might be my strategy. I'm probably laying out too much because people that I'm playing fantasy with are probably watching this, So don't try to steal, but it's not like I'm telling you who I intend on drafting. But or it might go receiver, running back, receiver.
Okay.
This is I won the championship in my fantasy football league last year. Just put that out. This is my strategy. Quarterbacks in our particular Yahoo league, the league that's our favorite league, I guess. I'm in several leagues. Quarterbacks are rated pretty heavily, but there's a plethora of quarterbacks. Wide receivers tend to get you a little bit more points than running backs as well. There's a plethora of wide receivers. There's a small number of really good running backs that can give you points that are equivalent to a quarterback or equivalent to a wide receiver, but you start 2 running backs and they tend to get injured. So you're going to wind up playing about 4 or 5 running backs before the end of the season. So you need to have some solid running backs. Everything else is a lot of. I'm probably going to go running back, receiver, quarterback. And that's pretty much how I went last year. And I'm under picking up Matt Ryan, Carson Palmer, and Tyrod Taylor, the rookie that was in Buffalo. All 3 of those quarterbacks averaged 30 points a game. So when I got midway through the season, I traded 2 of them and got me some additional help with running back and receiver. So that's how I look at it. The biggest points will probably come from the quarterback. Secondly, the wide receiver. Like I said, the 15th best wide receiver in the league will get you as many points as a top 5 running back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need to grab your running backs quickly. You're going to get 15 to 20 points from receivers, the top 20 in them. So you can get them in any point. Same thing with quarterbacks. Running backs, you're going to get 20 points, 9, 8, 8. So if you don't get a top running back quickly, that running back position is going to be a hole for you. And it's not going to be fillable. It's going to be a hole that you can't fix if you don't get solid points from that position. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a solid one. I mean, you won last year. I won the year before that. And I pick a quarterback second in every round, and I'm not gonna divulge my entire strategy, but I try and pick consistent point scorers first in every round, every go round. But then I am picking quarterbacks because um, you need to start two good running backs. You need two good quarterbacks because your quarterback will go down. Either the bye week will happen and you'll have that huge void in points for that week, or his back might get broke. You know,
Really, really.
and then you ass out for 6 to 10 weeks like I was last year. I was projected to win outright last year, and my 45 point a game quarterback,
Ben, right?
yeah, went down for half of the season, and then I've had to battle back to get into the playoffs. But at the same time, I went outside my mind and I didn't pick a quarterback second in the second round. I went with some other shit, and it cost me. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Got it. Who's the number one pick this year?
That's a tough one. I mean, we both just said running back, and everybody's talking running back, but nobody is putting up points in fantasy like Antonio Brown right now, dog.
That's true.
Like,
That's true. That's when I go make my pick. If Antonio Brown is there,
You
gotta
got
take
to.
probably gonna
You
pick
got
him.
to.
gotta take that
keep it
dude.
100. But I'm looking at Todd Gurley,
Mm-hmm.
who was
Oh
injured
yeah.
to start last year, but he played for Georgia, so I was hearing about him saying all the time. So I'm gonna pick him up even though it's the first 4 games of the season. When he started the fourth game. In the fourth game, he was giving 30, 35 points a game, and he carried my franchise. Him, Carson Palmer, and the Cardinals defense carried us. So I like Todd Gurley again this year. Adrian Peterson's gonna get the touches.
Yeah, I had AP last year.
What's homie name? Le'Veon Bell. He's gonna
I had
miss
him last year.
1 or 2 games.
Yeah, he's dealing with a suspension
Yeah, but they
issue.
reduced it to like 2 games.
Yeah, it's
1 or
only
2
2 games.
I
Yeah,
would,
you might want to let
take
him ride.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take him and of course, won't have the first 2 games. When you get him back, it's gonna be
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, you got to look at Darren McFadden again, running behind that Cowboys offensive line. That might
Well,
not
he's
be.
gonna be the third string though. You look at
Oh,
Ezekiel
oh
Elliott.
yeah. You're right. That rookie
Ezekiel
is
Elliott.
starting.
Ezekiel
What's his
Elliott.
name?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah,
the
that's
guy that
him.
just
Yeah.
trucked Cam Chancellor the other night when Tony Romo got hurt. Literally just get on my way, boy. They came back again. He did bring him down. First time it was like, get on my way. You coming with me. 6 times like, get on my way. Yes, sir. So I'm like, oh. Cam Chancellor, hardest hitting. You hit him twice. First time you fell together, you had extra help. Second time, you just out of the way. Oh, you got that line. Tony Romo is hurt. And I'm trying to throw too much with that. My only hesitation with him is we had Alfred Morris backing him up, and Darren McFadden backing up Alfred Morris. We have another running back backing up Darren McFadden. So
Y'all gonna pick up 300 yards on the ground a game. Y'all aren't throwing the ball. Y'all running the wing T formation.
15 passes a game. 15 passes a game. Dak Prescott.
Oh my God, they running that old Four Horsemen Notre Dame offense.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
All right, so let's do our 60 seconds. I found 60 seconds.
Yeah, let's do
And then
it.
we get up out of here so you guys can watch the MTV VMAs that start in about 4 minutes.
Right.
So, Mel, you want to lead it off?
Okay. I wanted to talk about the Get Down, actually.
Okay.
And I just wanted to really just express my appreciation for this because it's been all over social media for like the last week or so. And it's produced by Nas, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but
it's a TV show that's on Netflix.
It is. It is original programming from Netflix, which shout out to them because their original content has been winning for the last few years now.
Yeah.
But it goes back and it's talking about the history of hip hop, and it incorporates a lot of real hip hop into it. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Grandmaster Flash and
Wow.
the elements that make up hip hop. The DJ and the wordsmith and breakdancing. Yeah, exactly. So I really appreciate that, especially with the era that we're in, the current time that we're in hip hop, because right now we have these mumble rappers who are talking about nothing. You have people like Kodak Black, and when you go back and you learn about what hip hop really was, and fast forward to where we are today, I mean, we've totally gone off message. So what I'm hoping is that it'll inspire a new generation of rappers to come along and really take it back to kind of what it's supposed to be. Because right now it's garbage. Like we listen to that garbage rap. So that's all I really wanted to say. I really really enjoy the show. I hope that you all are watching it as well. So yeah.
That's one thought. We do have Kendrick. We do have J. Cole.
J.B. Smith is on there.
Some quality out there.
We do. But we're limited. There's a lot more trash than anything. So.
Yeah. JB.
Real quick, for you local Atlanteans out there, we live close to the Roswell Mill. That's right up here on Roswell Road. A really, really nice place. A waterfall. You can go down and play with the kids and swim in the water and all of that fun stuff. It is treacherous as hell out there. I'm gonna post some pictures a little later on. We took pictures out there. I'm talking slick, wet, jagged rocks. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Really, really dangerous. So be very, very careful if you go down to the Roswell Mill. Bring some water shoes, because I mean, thankfully nobody hurt themselves, but you got to be really, really careful down there. I know that's random. It's out of pocket, but yeah, it was crazy.
Okay. I want to talk about something that started on Facebook. It was a discussion. But there's a meme that says something like, "Don't worry. Like if you're not where you want to be in life, somewhere in your hometown, it's a 35-year-old rapper still trying to do the deal." And it's a little funny, but being a retired rapper and knowing rappers that are in their 30s and rappers that are in their 40s even, and I see that I always wonder how do rappers become the butt of the joke? It's like everybody's favorite music is rap. So how are they the butt of the joke? And it's like, I made a meme to battle it being funny, like, don't worry if you're rapping in your 30s or 40s. This is a woman in your hometown in her 30s waiting to get married and have her first kid and fall in love. So anything is possible. And that's just kind of how I look at it. It's like, nobody else gets that ridicule. Whether you're a rock star, whether you're an actor, a comedian, a damn drug dealer, they don't get like rappers. Nobody gets like this. Period. But that's my point.
If you're 40 years old and you selling down bags, you just started selling down bags.
Well, nobody says if you're 40 you just started rapping. You know what I'm saying? I guess my point is nobody gets it like rappers. There's no drug dealer meme like that. It's a rapper meme. So my whole thing is to the rappers, especially my cousin Dre out there. I don't care how old you are. You know what I'm saying? I retired not because I hit a certain age. I lost my inspiration to do music. If I get it back tomorrow, I will make a song tomorrow, and I'll be like, "Fuck you," and fuck how you feel about it. It was what I love to do. I would love to even have that passion back. I just don't have it anymore. But if it ever comes back, I'm not gonna try to get no deal. I don't want no deal. I'm happy with my little corporate job, but I would do the damn music. So I want to say, stop rapper shaming. If Amber Rose can tell you how to stop slut shaming, I don't understand, because we should shame the sluts.
I think so.
Yeah, but you should definitely not be rapper shaming. Like, it's not like it's basketball and you break your leg and you're 40, your back is going to go out. It's rapping. It's talking. It's rhyming words. If you have something legitimate to say, instead of being a mumble rapper, if you actually have a message, actually something you want to give back.
But see, that's the difference, though. Like, what if you are 40 and you're trying to be a mumble rapper?
No, that is ridiculous to me. I don't understand. But when you make the memes, and with those memes, they don't identify that. It's like, you 40, you still trying to rap like Future. And I would be like,
no.
Yeah.
See, now here's the thing. When I made my comment, I was making it more so about like people who are 35 plus and just now deciding they want to be rappers or whatever, or maybe they've been trying for the last like 2-3 years, but they have no following. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're really, that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? They want to build that. And who am I to tell you that you're wrong? But at the same time, you can't put all your eggs into that basket. You really need to focus on plan B, because that's not going to work for you.
Well, what I would say is if you're that age, I think then you need to have some different kind of goals. I don't think anybody should get. If you're 19, like, I'm gonna give you a record deal, I'm niggas like a freaking idiot. It's the internet. Who the hell wants a record deal? Who wants to get on anymore? I would laugh you out if you was 21. Like, this clown, you don't even understand the game. But I think the thing is, it's no shame in being a 35-year-old rapper. No shame in being a 40-year-old rapper, or 45-year-old rapper, or 80-year-old rapper. It's rap. Like, how the hell? How can something that's artistic? How can you be shamed for being artistic? Can you be a 50-year-old painter? Can you be a 60-year-old sculptor? Can you write a now? If you're 40 and you're a mumble rapper, that's just a little weird. If you're 40 rapping about being on a block, I think at 40 you rapping about owning a block, buying a house on a block, you know, driving down the block, buying the block. But if you're 40, like bagging up a dime, I don't want to hear that. But I don't want to hear that from the 19-year-olds either. I don't want to hear that music. I want to hear. I wasn't always a Nas fan. But in 2016, I want to hear Nas. He's talking to my 40-year-old ass. I want to hear Jay-Z. He's talking to my 40-year-old ass. I want Rick Ross. He's talking to me. I don't want the rappers that are talking to the kids. I'm not a damn kid. So don't discourage rappers my age and older or younger from making music. Because what the hell I'm gonna listen to? I don't want to listen to R&B all day. The Dream don't make that many albums. I don't know what I'm gonna listen to. I need rappers around my age talking about stuff that I want to hear. I want to talk about relationships and getting money and sleeping late. Whatever it is. Sleeping late. Make a song about sleeping late. I want to hear the stuff that I want. I want to hear songs that relate to me. You know what I'm saying? That was probably 18 minutes instead of 1 minute.
I was gonna say, we should let you go first next time. Or maybe give you this segment.
It turned into a conversation. It turned into a conversation as opposed to my tip. But that's it, man. We gotta get up out of here and go watch some being man. You know what? First over desk with papers. We out of here. Uno, we out. See you next week.
I'ma do this whole song with my pinky finger in the air, nigga.
Checking my game, clocking my grip, talking shit, swallow and spit, 'cause I'm cold.